I was 2 months old and I was in the arms of my mother, unaware of the news broadcast she was hearing, insensitive to the anxiety rising within her, oblivious to the world-changing events that were playing out. She did what many young mothers around the world did that moment when they first heard. She prayed. She gently wept. She wondered what kind of world she had delivered her baby into. Children carrying gas masks, missiles in the Caribbean, fallout shelters in basements. This was already a paranoid period of history. But now there was this added anxiety. America's president had been assassinated, gunned down in one of its own cities, picked off by who knows whom. The most powerful man in creation, as helpless as the babe that lay in my mother's arms. A fractured world, divided by ignorance, captive to suspicion, terrorized by fear, now had another ingredient dropped into the volatile mix. Fast forward a generation to another November evening, another news broadcast, another parent holding another baby a few months old. Tim was having a bad night, restless, agitated, whiny. It's as if his tiny body and overactive mind were aware that something earth-shattering was happening, something he could not understand, something too wonderful for his intellect to grasp, too redemptive to make sense. Like a Black Friday shopper standing outside Best Buy waiting for the doors to open, like a sci-fi fan queuing by the cinema for the midnight showing of the blockbuster on its first day of release, like lovers counting the endless days and sleepless nights until they meet again. My firstborn needed a piece of the action. But this reward was more thrilling than a high-def TV, more spectacular than a Hollywood creation, more exhilarating than lovers' reunion. His prize was that one day he may tell his children and grandchildren that he was there via the BBC when the voice of the people was heard, the prayer of millions was answered, the hope of generations was fulfilled, and the world was changed forever. Not that he remembers it, but he was. In my arms, as I watched young people in Berlin take a sledgehammer to a wall, a wrecking ball to tyranny, and a bulldozer to 30 years of division. The custodians of hostility watched bemused that even though they were uniformed, trained and armed, the truly powerful, the truly courageous, the true revolutionary army were tearing down concrete and dancing on the rubble. And like my mother, 26 years earlier, I looked at my infant through tears and wondered what kind of world lay before the child I had helped create. What kind of planet was being constructed? What place would he call home? Oh, different tears from the ones she shed, of course, hers in sadness, mine in joy, hers in worry, mine in relief, hers in dread, mine in celebration. May you be there, son, when walls come down, when jackboots are removed, when swords are beaten into ploughs, when lions lie with lambs, when the earth shall be filled with the glory of God as the waters cover the sea.